What's up, Heather?
What's up, E?
We want to welcome everyone to Bardstown Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Sure. I don't really know what that reference is, but yeah, it is part 2. We couldn't fit it all into one episode. Honestly, if we had more bottles of Bardstown, we'd do 2, 3, 20 more episodes.
We like us some Bardstown.
We do.
So if anyone out there wants to send us some, you can't find our address, but send us a message. We'll
figure out how to get it from you.
We'd be more than happy to feature them. Or
we would be happy to meet you in some sketchy field somewhere.
Why have I got to go to the sketchy field? But here, we have this extra corny line that says, or we would just be thrilled if you'd click the like and subscribe button. We appreciate you being here.
You're the worst.
True.
And don't forget to follow us on our socials. X, Instagram, and Facebook. Also,
I don't know how to do an F.
Are you?
F. Also.
Anyway. Be on the lookout for our new TikTok channel.
God.
I really am working on it. I actually feel old trying to get this thing going. I can't figure it out.
Good.
I'm crowdsourcing.
I'm glad it's you. I found her first gray hair the other day.
He did do that, and it's traumatizing, honestly. I'm still not over it. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to cook this person dinner like the kind soul that I am. Homeboy walks in and walks straight over to me and just stares and then goes, I can't demonstrate because he doesn't have hair, but he
have the Yul Brynner look.
And he goes, boop, and he was like, and then I went in my room and cried for the rest of the night. And I wish I hadn't fed you dinner. So while you're checking out our socials, don't forget to shoot us a message, send an email, or drop a comment on an episode. We love hearing from you. We really do.
Seriously, viewer feedback and suggestions keep this fun. Not to mention the fact we're sitting here drinking bourbon.
It could be worse, friends.
No.
So a good DM can make my day.
Oh my God, that is so true. Truer words have never been said.
He acts like he doesn't love hearing about it. He does.
It's like sugar to a 5-year-old.
Today, we have some Bardstown expressions that are new to both of us, don't we?
Yeah. Now, both these come kind of from the Bardstown Collaborative Limited Edition series. And if you want to learn more about Bardstown Company, we have a link to 3 of their bottles from our Origin series. And that's right above Heather's halo here because she's such an angel.
So, a quick recap from part 1. Bardstown Bourbon Company is currently one of the most innovative names in bourbon.
But their name's not that innovative. I just want to go on the record that the fact that their name is Bardstown Bourbon Company is completely antithetical. What's the word?
I think you're antithetical. If you're going where I think you're going.
To what they really are. Because they're extremely innovative and they picked what must be, what should have been the name of the very first distillery in all of Kentucky.
In fact, I'm sure their lawyer laughed at them when they told him to go check to see if the name was available. Or her. Him or her.
I mean, that...
Yeah, I can't believe it was available.
I mean, really, of all the names. I mean, Old Bardstown was taken, so we'll just be Bardstown.
Solid use of the word antithetical. Love that word.
I don't even know if that's what it means, but we'll keep rocking it.
You did well. So
we'll keep rocking if you keep rolling.
Because I'm the corny one. Anyway.
80s radio on your FM dial. Right here. Tortured Bourbon, The Rock, 92.9.
Corny. They do blending, distillation, both for themselves and for other brands, which is really interesting. They do some creative aging.
It's all about that green paper, baby. Gotta make it.
All about that base. About that bass, no treble. You don't know that. And they also do some really interesting collaborations. So their approach is very state of the art. It's high tech. It's boundary pushing. But lucky for us, that has all married into a really magical creation of some dark good bourbon.
Yeah, to say that we haven't been disappointed, I mean, these are some of the best first dates in history.
It's true.
So let's be very clear. What's the first thing that we've got for the good folks on the tubes tonight?
On the tube. All right, y'all. We got Bardstown Small Batch Stave-Finish. So it's coming in at 94 proof. It's a blend of several different age bourbons.
Hold on now. Because
is gonna be an exhaustive
what I
list.
have to type on the side of the screen, we might have to extend this beyond HD. It might have to get like wide vertical.
It's very, very long.
Good Lord.
So it is 48% an 8-year-old Georgia corn whiskey.
Yeah, we call that moonshine, but okay.
He's not wrong. 26% 5-year-old Bardstown Bourbon Company bourbon, so their own production.
Their juice.
20% 4-year-old Kentucky bourbon.
Could
the
be
classic.
anybody's. Could be anybody's.
Classic. And then a 6% 12-year-old Kentucky bourbon.
Could be anybody's.
Who knows?
But what they do, what do
It's
they add?
then finished with oak staves to add complexity and be I learned something tonight. Tell them what that means, because
So,
I was all kind of confused.
I don't know exactly how Bardstown does it, but
Right.
different groups put staves into the barrel. So there's an excellent, and you guys can find it on the tubes. There's a thing where the guy at XO, who used to be at
2XO.
Kentucky Owl, at 2XO used to be at Kentucky Owl. He talks
Dixon
about
Dedman, right?
Dixon Dedman. He talks about the links that they put in of oak, where they make these links of compressed oak and they drop them in the barrel. And I'm going to bastardize the concept, but what you're talking about is surface area to distill it. So you're putting the extra staves in so that more of the distillate is going on more surface area of wood.
That makes
right?
sense.
So it's moving back and forth. So 2XO has a way of doing it with these cool links that they put down in there.
Yeah.
Stave finishing, you see that most famously, I guess, with the Red Top.
Maker's Mark?
Maker's Mark, thank
Yeah.
you. So that's a thing. And that's
and
one
that
way
was
to
new
do
to
it.
me. I actually didn't know about that, but it makes sense.
It does.
I picture that's how you dip candles. Like dip them in the middle
Sure.
of the wax. That's
Sure.
how it's what I'm picturing
Yeah,
is like
and-
oak
and I-
staves
and-
going in the middle.
And I'm not. I do not know how Bardstown how they insert them. I don't know if they have a science to it. But my point
Probably.
is that it's all about introducing more distillate, more of the juice in the barrel to more surface area of wood.
It's more of a wood to distillate ratio.
Yeah.
So let's now.
Now, and also with that, with their staves, they're saying they're oak staves.
Right.
But what they're not saying is that they're new. The barrel has to be new oak.
Right.
We don't know if those staves are a different oak, a used oak, a fired oak, a toasted
and
oak.
we don't know what was aged. I mean,
But
it could be oak staves from a Cabernet barrel.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
Don't
So,
know.
but that is one way that you see some of these distilleries that are doing things a little different. You've got to use new oak to make your barrel.
Right.
It's got to
be
age in new
considered
oak.
bourbon.
Right. But what you put also in it, you can do something. So. You can drop staves that have been Cabernet. You can drop staves that have been rum. I don't know what would taste good, but my point is that you can experiment.
You can play
that
around,
way.
which is so on brand for Bardstown.
Yeah, so I'm not speaking for them, but that's part of the.
Yeah.
I'm saying the game, but it's just part of the. How do we push a boundary where there's a rule?
How do we find an innovation?
So on the nose of this innovative bourbon, you should get a decadent and complex aroma of baked cherry, toasted oak, vanilla, cream, and hazelnut. That's a lot.
Sounds good though.
Now it has a phenomenal smell.
Oh, that's
Of course, this bad boy comes in at what was the price?
a lot.
Yeah, it's not
If you
cheap.
can find it.
Yeah.
So
It's solid. I mean, it's like
I'm really glad that
daggone.
the wood sugar was mentioned, because I think that's when I mentioned earlier with a different Bardstown in our part 1, I mentioned that I taste sugar, not caramel, not vanilla, but sugar. I think it's the wood sugar.
When you toast this barrel, you're caramelizing the sugars in wood, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's natural sugars
Inside.
in this, and that's science, right? So, and
Very Bill Nye.
yeah, I'm not saying that I can actually. It's blinded. She blinded me with science. The '80s song. She blinded me. Anyways, all right. So
I'll have to look that up after this.
yeah, absolutely. So sugar is one of those things that naturally occurs. It's all right.
Yeah.
And so it's in the wood. So when you caramelize the wood, you're getting sugars, and it's part of the caramelization process. Blah 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 blah. I'm not a scientist, but that's part of this toasting and charring of the wood.
So when they say the wood sugar,
that's what they're
means.
referring to.
I get the roasted peanut at the end. It's like a flavor right before the finish.
I always get that before you when you got it this time. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's there. Mm-hmm. So the toffee I get. I
don't get coconut still.
No. Okay, so I do get a long finish. It is sweet up front.
Do you get a little hint of tobacco on the end finish?
Yeah. Yes.
Same.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But that's not coconut.
It's not coconut. We're still on the hunt to actually taste coconut.
I'm not. I don't want to taste coconut. But there is spice. I'm trying to figure out what that spice is. It takes someone with a PhD to figure out. I mean, you've got 10% rye and 48% of it, 18% rye and 26% of it, 21% rye and 20% of it, and 10%. Let's do some math.
Let's not.
But they're all. One of them is a mix of corn, rye, and wheat. The rest of them are, and that is so almost 50% of it is a 4-grain mash bill, and then 50% of it is a 2-grain mash bill. All of them high in corn. They're all high in corn.
They're all super high in corn.
They're all super high in corn. There we go.
Which it does have a bit of sweetness.
No, it does have sweetness.
It does, absolutely.
It is not a caramel bomb, but it has sweetness.
Yes.
Now there's a difference. So Knob Creek and Baker's has the nut influence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Baker's more than Knob Creek, but it's there. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Russell has cinnamon.
Yeah. He has a cinnamon pixie, I'm convinced.
But he also has a caramel bomb.
Caramel and cinnamon are signatures. Yep. Yeah,
but
I agree with that.
But this has different types of sweetness. Mm-hmm. That's what I get out of Bardstown. Now, I don't know if that's what we'll get out of the Silver Oak, but when we're talking, because we haven't had it yet. But if you remember in the ryes, we had 3 different ryes. Mm-hmm. 2 of them were the same rye that were from different rick houses, but they were the same ryes.
Right.
They all had sweetness. But that's where we're coming with, if you're a bourbon drinker, why we appreciate the mash bill. We're not saying that we have some amazing palate. We're able to have a discussion. It's a different discussion than beer. It's a different discussion than vodka. Well, I don't think there's a discussion with vodka. It doesn't taste, smell, or have any color. But that's what's fun about bourbon. What Bardstown is allowing us to do is look at the mash bill and have a discussion. I'm a nerd for that. I enjoy that. I enjoy the taste. I enjoy the impact. But what I also enjoy is being able to try to dissect this. So, and that's not a pretentiousness statement. That's an experience statement.
It's an experience as in, if we had tasted that a year and a half ago versus when we tasted it, we'd have been like, oh, we hate this.
Yeah.
It's like Knob Creek 12 for us.
Absolutely.
The first time we tasted it, we were like, oh.
But what I appreciate about Bardstown is they're giving us age, they're giving us mash bill. So it doesn't make us experts. It gives us an opportunity to have conversation. Part of bourbon is about conversation.
It's a huge part
At least for me.
For us, that's part of why we do it. We enjoy the conversation and community.
Yeah, now if all you want to do is grab yourself a $19 bottle of Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Have at it.
That's different. But
and on the flip side, if all you're interested in is buying the most expensive pappy out there because it's the most expensive pappy out there, we're also not it.
Yeah, but what we are for is curiosity. You know, what do these?
Figuring out what you like and figuring out what's worth chasing.
Yeah.
So taste this one more time. I got more. The more I taste it, I do get the grain. It's there, and the oak, but the corn is strong.
This is a daggone good bourbon. This is fun.
Yeah.
There's just enough spice.
And there's the sweetness is brown sugar. Like I'm getting that. It's underlying.
Yep. But there is a nice wood flavor to this. There's
yeah.
I want to drink this listen to the Avent Brothers.
I want to do anything listen to the Avent Brothers.
Fair. All right, so when we did Bardstown 1, we said that based on price point that the wheated was a cock of the walk.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's $50. I mean, in the modern bourbon world,
It's a steal.
It's a steal. Now
For
20 years.
quality.
Yeah, 15 years ago that would have been a high price.
Absolutely.
But right now that's pretty good.
Yeah.
This has complexity. It's woody.
So
it's chewable.
I'll be
it's
completely
sweet.
honest. I don't know how good a luck producer Katie's gonna have, so I tried to search for the MSRP of this earlier. Couldn't find it.
So it says the price ranges from $100 to $200.
I couldn't find MSRP.
Mm-hmm.
That is from BottleRaiders.com.
I'd pay $100 for it. I wouldn't pay $200, but I'd pay $100.
That price tag.
I'm going to hush your mouth.
Yeah, but it is a really good hush your mouth. Next, we have the collaborative series Silver Oak, a blend of straight. I'll never be a Silver Oak. A blend of straight bourbon whiskeys finished in Silver Oak Cabernet, not Cabaret. No one's dancing. It comes in at 108 proof and costs at $160. So
Cabernet's my favorite wine, so I'm excited for this.
And it has this really
it has a
cool.
Yeah.
That's like a tower or a deer hunting. That is the fanciest
is it
deer
a
hunting.
deer stand?
It's the fanciest deer hunting stand I've ever seen.
Tyler, you got some things to aspire to, friend. I'm gonna send you a picture.
I could live in that clubhouse.
That deer stand is something else.
That has doors.
Multiple. It has multiple floors.
Yeah. Okay.
I could stay there.
So what's in this? We got bourbons from Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, and Georgia, ranging from 9 to 14 years old. They all have a high corn content, with the lowest being 75% corn. So there's some similarity to this.
Yeah.
In the last mojo that we just had right here.
Yeah, and this one actually doesn't have anything on the sides.
No, what it does have is it has a oh, look at this. We've talked about how it has a QR code. But fair. Cool stuff.
So this one is much darker than the first one.
Yep.
And on the nose, we should get layers of baked strawberry, plum, roasted nuts, cinnamon, and cocoa, which honestly sounds amazing. I put yours right there.
It is significantly darker.
Are you ready?
It is significantly
Because that
darker.
sounds amazing, that smell.
Whoa.
I get the roasted nuts. For sure. Oh, there's the strawberry. It's not a fresh strawberry. It's like when your mama is cooking strawberries on the stove.
Roasted nuts I get.
Yeah.
Cinnamon and cocoa I get.
You don't get a little bit of strawberry?
I'm trying. Give me a second.
It's okay. I don't get the cocoa as much, so I get a little cinnamon. I get some baked strawberry. It's cooked strawberry. It's not fresh strawberry.
Okay, yeah.
Think like cooked strawberry, cooked rhubarb.
No. So okay, it's giving you that taste.
Or when you're making strawberry jam, but before it goes into and it's just being cooked on the stove. That's kind of the smell.
All those times you've made jam.
I
know your grandmother has. I know she's got 10,000 jars down in the safe house. She rode out the hurricane. Got it. Agreed. I'm not going to fight that. Now, this palette should be full-bodied.
Whoa.
I'm not knocking it.
I have made jam before, thank you. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. You're over there just canning all day. All right, so the palette should be full-bodied with caramel and fig. When I see that, I think, so bring some figgy pudding. We'll eat it right here. Leading into a light tannic balance of oak. So tannins is a key word in several of our episodes.
Yeah.
You've got to understand the word tannins. With spice and blackberry.
Ooh.
It has a great oak chew at the end.
That also has it has an oak nutty chew that I knew you were going to like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Kentucky. That's it. I might just have to move into their distillery. Who are you and how are you doing this? What type of magic do you wield? Do you have like this? Do you have this Do you have the ring? Do you have the one ring that binds us?
Do you have the elder wand?
I mean, this is ridiculous.
It's so good.
This is okay. So over the past of the course week, we've had 8 Bardstowns in 72 hours. Good God!
They're all good.
And 3 of them were ryes.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're not even right people.
Who are these people and what are they doing?
I think,
They're elves. They're magic elves.
Which episode did we talk about? Robert Johnson, who sold his soul to the
Yeah,
devil?
yeah.
They got at the corner of some street in Bardstown and they
sold their soul
sold their
devil.
soul to the devil.
What are you
It's
doing in
delicious.
Bardstown?
So what are you getting on the flavor profile? There's oak there, for sure.
All right, that's better. That takes Baker's 13 out behind. That takes Baker's 13 out behind the bar and spanks it. Just spanks
I knew
it.
that's where you're going.
I mean, it just spanks
Okay,
it.
hold on though. You're like, I don't care what it tastes like. I love it. So is that cock of the walk for you?
All right, so finishing it. Part of it is being finished with Cabernet, and yes, I can land that plane for you. Wow.
You know I love Cabernet, so this is right up my alley.
But so we're really supposed to sit here and like dissect it. And what I can tell you is that the oak is phenomenal. The tannins are not so tight that it dries you out too quickly. It has a nice linger. Mm-hmm. You have to.
You have to. You
have to let it linger.
Do you have to?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely have to let it linger.
Yeah,
all the
you
way
do.
to Ireland.
You do.
It is fantastic. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It is fantastic. Wow. It has just enough caramel for me to be intrigued because I'm a caramel guy.
Yeah.
And the balance is fantastic. This is a great bourbon.
It's a cock of the walk. Absolutely. 100%.
This is one of those that you buy it. You buy it.
If you see it, you buy it.
You shekel it, you put it down, you throw it down.
Absolutely.
And then you just don't let, when someone tries to come in with, and I'm offered, you drink your bourbon the way you want to drink it.
Absolutely.
But daggone, you give your buddy something different when he wants to put it in a Coke.
That's delicious. To end our Bardstown two-parter, we didn't have a dud in the bunch. All were solid.
Even on the rye, we didn't.
No. And we're not huge rye people.
No. Well, with that.
With
our Silver Oak, not up here. But that one little one I found up here. Maybe that's a silver.
There's no more.
I don't know, right?
Shut up. Okay. All right, we're done.
All right.
Anyway, cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all. This very Mac, oh, Tristan Black.
One more time, then we got it.
Yay!
Yes! The yay messed me up.
Miss Mary.